Hey guys, I think it's about time that I actually show you some of the adventures that I had. I know I've talked about them, but you haven't actually seen them. First off, we have Darkness's Place. It's very complicated inside, and when I first visited, I was kind of scared of darkness. I was still a kid back then. And so it was kind of, not a great time. Inside of Darkness's house, there are some really interesting people here. Like these two. Man, they really know how to crack a joke and make you think about certain trivia questions. It took me a minute to figure out some of the answers they wanted me to give them. My second adventure, I got to meet Thunder and Lightning at the World Wide Weather, commonly confused with the World Wide Web. It's not the same, though. I wouldn't go there if you have any issues with your internet browser. That's just not a good idea. Then we have all the complicated machines that make the weather. They're very complicated but fragile. In fact, I had to help Thunder and Lightning put them back together because one of them went haywire and exploded. And now, here we have the food pyramid. All food related debates, whether or not you should eat more vegetables or more sugar, happen here. And it was very confusing for me to really choose who I wanted to side with. I had eaten a lot of sugar, and I know it's not really healthy for me now, considering I'm much older and I need to watch that kind of thing. Now, here we also have the food delegate room where all the people that I had to gather for this meeting ended up coming so they could debate whether or not who should have more serving sizes and servings in general. I felt very out of place. Then, my final adventure. I met a friend as soon as I made here, unlike all the other places where either they were rude or they just really didn't feel like being my friend. He was an abandoned sock, and he helped me find my comic book that I came down here for. It had been stolen by Dr. Grime. Along the way, I also met this really relaxed farmer. He was probably one of the nicest people I met down here. And he told me very useful things, especially where to find the mall where Dr. Grime had taken my comic book. But I had to help him get those pesky dust bunnies first, so he could sell the wool and make a sweater. Then we have me standing in line to meet the dreaded Dr. Grime. He took my comic book and made me wait in line to get it back. But during my adventures, all the other participants in this line thought I was Dr. Grime because I was so filthy. I had to run away because they were chasing me with all their dirty things like underwear and lollipops and trading cards. I don't know why, but they thought I was Dr. Grime and wanted my autograph. That's only some of the crazy adventures that I've gone on. I may have said they were my final, but I'm an adult now, so I've definitely had more adventures since then. But I just wanted to tell you what life was like for me when I was a young kid. And don't forget, you're never too old to have a very active imagination.